insisting. He was like, come on, give me your number. And I was like, first of all, dude, I was like, you come over. And I said that to him. I was like, you don't even offer a drink. And I was like, as a gentleman, and if you want to impress me, the first thing you do is like, ladies, can I offer you a drink? You bothering me while I'm with my friend. At least over a fucking drink or pay my bill. I don't fucking know. So, and have a chewing gum at least to have like a nice breath, you know. So he's like, come on, give me your number. And I said, I told you, no.
So then he asked me, do you have Netflix? Yeah, I do have Netflix. Why? What's your grand idea? And he goes, how about we watch the scariest movie on Netflix? By the way, I can't drive tonight. Oh, so you want me to drive 40 minutes across the city to your house with my car, my gas money, to Netflix and chill on the first date? First, with my Netflix account, mind you. I think the fuck not. No. And I was rooting for this one. I was really rooting for this guy. He was so cute. He seemed so nice. He thought I was funny. But oh my fucking God, bro.
I'm sorry, I cannot even lie. You gotta chase me. If you're not chasing me, it's not gonna work. I'm bad at texting. I'm bad at answering the phone. You have to blow me up. You have to call me at least 5 times. And I'm sorry. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm a in the moment person. I live in the moment. I'm not sure I am on my phone, but it's not. I reply in my head. Like, I'm not purposely ignoring you, but you have to chase me. And if you can't chase me, it's not going to work, because once I see that you're actually that interested in me, it's going to make me be like, okay, I have kind of been neglecting him. Not on purpose, but yeah, like, you have to chase me. Like, I thought men chased women they actually cared about. So, yeah, I want to be chased. That's the end of it.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why women ignore you when you make your intentions clear in modern dating. I see a lot of guys making things abundantly clear with women, and women get frustrated or they act like they're not interested anymore after you're direct, but it's all because they had a plan of how things were going to go. And a lot of men are staying single, but just because they're staying single doesn't mean that they're not dating. You know, a lot of guys are making things happen out here, and it's funny because women don't understand that in order to get something out of a guy, that's not a simp, a guy who you find attractive, you want to follow his lead. I don't care where she's at in her life. She has to follow the rules. She has to follow the lead. If a guy is inviting you somewhere and you don't want to do that, that's your prerogative. But if the guy knows what he's doing, he's just going to walk away. And more men are exercising this, and it's absolutely hilarious. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to some clips, and we're going to talk about this. So let's get into it. Women can't use you for attention when you make your intentions clear. And a lot of dudes are afraid to make their intentions clear because they think it's going to scare a woman away. Why? Women like going out, exchanging energy. That's what you want to do. You want to kiss her. Women like kissing guys who they're attracted to. You want to hook up. Women like hooking up with guys that they're attracted to. They like all of it. So why would that turn her off? You're actually helping her use you. Just in case she's not interested. She can be, but if she's not, she gonna play games with you all day. And you're never gonna figure that out if you're not direct with her. They have to respond to your plan. And I don't think a lot of guys understand this. See, when you set a plan or you have certain intentions, see, women could go here, there, up, down, A, B, B, left, right. They can do all of this stuff when you're not direct with them, and you're just happy to have the attention of a woman that you like that. You find her attractive. You think everything's going well. You're big on her. You don't even know if she's big on you. Her following your intentions shows that she's big off of you. Not just the little attention that she's given to you here and there. You think everything is consistent. No. You tell her your intentions, and then she says, I want the exact same thing. She shows up and she shows out for the boy. That's it. If she doesn't do that, it shows that she's not interested. But you would never know that if you're not making your intentions clear. A lot of guys get frustrated with women when they're, just being all over the place. They're not being clear, concise, and direct. And then a woman does something that doesn't go a part of his agenda, and then he's frustrated. Well, you never voiced that in the beginning. And the thing is, men who understand everything, they get out the way quick. Roll the clip.
Is anyone else having the most bizarre interactions with men these days? This man follows me on Instagram and I respond to his messages. He DMs me, I respond to his messages. We're chitting and chatting. We're talking about whatever under the sun. I live in Houston. He lives in Houston too. So he reaches out and, you know, tries to figure out like, what do I like to do for fun in the area? I'm chitting and chatting with him, being nice, being kind, you know, even if this turns into a friendship, I'm happy to meet a friend in Houston. That's great. This man asked me out for drinks. I didn't get a chance to respond because I was on the phone at the time when I saw the message, but I was going to call him back and respond, you know, as soon as I got off the phone. I get back to the message thread. All of his messages are gone. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, wow, these men can't handle rejection that bad that you're unsending all of your messages. I mean, QJT.
See, if you peep game in the clip, she said, oh, I was going to respond this, that, and the third, but she was still going to reject him because she comes to the conclusion of men don't like to be rejected. You said that you were going to answer him and that you were on the phone. See what I mean? She's telling on herself. The whole time she was going to run games. He already knew this. And you know how we know this? Because men go on dates, men interact with women, men who are attractive have experience with women. And when they move in this way, they're not interested like that. Oh yeah, he could have waited a day or he could have waited a couple hours for her response. That's his prerogative. But you see how she's frustrated. I try to tell you guys, on the other side, women act a certain way. They're going through certain things. They're going to respond a certain way. And when you're attractive or for whatever reason that you caught her interest in the beginning, whether she was trying to use you, well, now she can't use you. She found you attractive. Well, now you ain't going. That's why they get frustrated. Bro understood the game and got out the way quick. And men have no fear when making their intentions clear. And this is the thing that gets lost here. Men are afraid to approach and men are afraid of this and men are afraid. No, they're not. Then why is there videos, countless videos? Well, what's up with these guys being older and they don't want to get married and they're making it clear? What's up with guys wanting you to come over to their house, making it clear? What's up with guys not wanting to be chivalrous and court women anymore? Guys are making that clear. Why is it all this complaining and this fuss? If guys are so afraid to tell you that they want you to come over, if they're so afraid to tell you that they want you to pull up instead of picking you up, if they're so afraid of shooting their shot, but it's not exactly the way you want a man to shoot his shot at you, how are you getting frustrated if this is not happening? Men are not afraid. Men are making their intentions clear, and women want nothing to do with it because they want things to go a certain way, and they're frustrated because men ain't going. Because see, even things that don't need to be said, you got women out here, like I said before, why aren't men chivalrous? Why aren't men courting us? Why aren't men planning thoughtful dates? Why aren't men doing this and bringing gifts and trinkets and flowers? And see, because men aren't doing it, so that's telling you something. It's the same thing as no response is a response. I tell you guys all the time, you don't hear from her, she ain't interested in you like that. She didn't say that. Yes, she did. Things don't need to be said when they're understood. So when they're asking themselves, why aren't men doing X, Y, and Z? It's because men don't want to do X, Y, and Z, and they can feel it. And that's why they're complaining. What's wrong with these guys? Who raised these guys? Okay, men are understanding that you're going to like a set of guys. If he's not in that set of guys, he doesn't have to do anything because those guys don't have to do anything. Do you understand how this goes? If they don't have to do anything, why should he have to do something? You don't really like him like that, so it's in his best interest to not do anything. It's in their best interest to not do anything because that's the reason why you like them. I know, guys, not all women. Forgot I had to slip that in there. So when things are going without being said, when things don't need to be said, it's understood. Men understand the game. It is what it is, but they're the ones that suffer because of it. It's so funny. You're going to see it all the time. They're complaining, why don't guys want to do this? Why don't guys want to do this? And it's like, they're frustrated because they can't understand. Roll the clip.
All right, y'all, I'm bored, so I'm gonna give y'all a story time. All right, y'all, so I met this dude at a party or whatever. When I saw this dude, he was cute and I was feeling him, I was like, okay, cool. So I gave him my number. The next day, we ended up talking or whatever. This conversation was so fire. When I said we were talking about our goals and dreams and aspirations, and it was a good ass conversation. I'm like, finally, a dude that know how to hold the conversation. Cool. Boom. Towards like the conversation just shifted out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, this man, he was like, oh yeah, you should come over my house. I want you to come over. I want you to see my bed. He's like, I have a king size bed and I want you to see it. I said, what, bitch? bitch. You want me to see what? Y'all, this man told me he had a king. I said, I don't come over people's houses, babes. I don't even fucking know you, you fucking bitch. I don't even know you. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, you come over, you know, we can lay down, we can chill. I said, I don't come over houses, babe. I don't even fucking know you. I said, so I was like, you don't want to take me on a date or whatever like that? Y'all, guess what this man said? This man said, I don't know how to fucking date. This nigga told me he was fucking 38 years old, y'all. He said, I'm 38, blase, blase. He had a nice little job and everything. I said, how you not know how to date and you 38? Bitch, how do you get your bitches? Like, every bitch you meet is not just hopping in your bed. I hope not. That means bitches as a whole, our standards are low. I'm the type of bitch, you gotta take me out. You gotta wine and dine me. That's why I'm single now, because niggas don't want to take the time to court you, to date you, to get to know you. You can't get to know me from your fucking bedroom. Just say you want to fuck, bitch. Damn. So, I really want to hang up the phone, y'all. I was like, how you not know how to date? He's like, I never had to date. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe you're not lying, because I don't really see bitches getting took out, like, for real, for real. I simply hung up the phone, and I was like, I will call you later. I ain't heard from this nigga since, y'all. He knew I wasn't one of the bitches that was easy to fuck, and he just ain't never called me. I'm gonna be single for fucking ever.
This is why I tell men to stop all of like in between stuff and the nonsense. If you feel that it's not going in the direction that you want it to go in, be respectful. Make your intentions clear. You don't have to tell her like, yo, I'm trying to have sex right now. No, that's not what I'm saying. Meet me here at this time so we can do this. Put your number in my phone. You got your phone on you? Let me see it. Put my number in your phone. Right? Simple, direct. I think you'd look nice in this outfit. Direct. You're doing all these things to see how she's going to respond. If she doesn't respond pleasant, like she is down for it, then you see her intentions clear. You see everything clear. And the funniest thing about it is when you're making your intentions clear, it's never going to be about manipulation. It's never going to be about money or getting over on her. But when you do this, she shows you that she's looking to manipulate you. It's about money and she's trying to get over on you. 9 times out of 10, it works that way. So you're being clear on your intentions, right? Direct, concise, not about manipulation, not about money, not about getting over. She's going to show you all that in reverse. She's going to show it right back to you. I'm not doing that. I'd rather do this. You should actually plan something thoughtful. Don't you want to do this for me? Money, manipulation, trying to get over on you. If a guy wants to plan a date, he'll plan a date. You can't tell him what you want to do and where you want to go. You can, but it doesn't mean that he has to cooperate with that. And they're getting more and more frustrated. Roll the clip.
You want to know the thing that I have observed, like this wrong with like guys these days? Like, y'all really don't know how to date. And it's like crazy to me because it's like, I be wondering like who raised y'all. Like, y'all want to do everything you can to try to get a female. Then when you get her, it's like it's stagnant. It's like you don't do nothing extra. Don't try to go above and beyond. You don't try to take her on dates. You don't send her flowers. You're not into her. You're not showing an interest. So it's like y'all guys get too comfortable. It's like, what would make me want to fuck with you? Somebody is gonna take offense when I say this, but it's like, y'all want to be the bitch. Like, y'all want to be the bitch. Most guys these days, they want to be the bitch. They want to be the female. Like,
now, guys are not going to take my advice, and that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. But one thing I want to talk about is when you're not direct with a woman, clear and concise. Not being disrespectful, respectful. When you're not being clear, you tend to waste your own time, like I said. When you waste your own time, you have nobody to be upset with but yourself. And a woman wasting your time is not, it's nothing to her because she's getting an energy exchange from you. She's getting your time, attention that's non-sexual. She doesn't have to give up anything to get it. And then guys shoot themselves in the foot all the time. So let's take a look at what happens when you're not direct with women. Roll the clip.
The time I ever got flued out, I didn't really know what getting flued out was. So I fly to the Sky City, he picks me up from the airport, and we're like locked in. I'm sending my friends Snapchats. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is so great. This is so lovely. Again, I'm naive as we go back to his place and he's like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, should we go get dinner? And I'm like, yeah, we go get dinner. And like, it was nice. Like he put in some effort. And after dinner, he's like, oh, like, do you want to go check anywhere out while we're here? Or do you want to go, like, back to my place? And I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to go meet my friends. Like, I have some friends that live in the city, so I'm going to go meet them. As I'm out with my friends, he texts me and he goes, you should just stay with your friends. Like, you could pack your stuff up. You could come back here, pack your stuff up, and stay with your friend. And I was like, oh, absolutely not. You invited me to this city, so I'm staying with you. And so as I was out with my friends, I booked a flight back to where I was, because what the fuck do you mean? Because I'm out with my friends, I can just stay. No.
It's very manly when you're direct. It's very grown man business when you're direct. You set the tone and it can't be shaken. And here's the thing. They can ask you a question. Most guys will go out of their way to lie to try to put themselves in a better light to the woman. A man who is just clear, concise, and direct, he's going to tell her and give her an answer to something, and she's not going to like it. But at least he's not trying to manipulate her, and he's being direct. Roll the clip.
So a little while back, I'd been seeing this guy for like 6 months, and for me, it was a bit of a head fuck. He was telling me he didn't want a committed relationship, but then was still hanging out with me and taking me on all these amazing dates. So I decided to practice what I preach, and I messaged the guy and was like, look, I want a committed relationship, so I think we need to leave this here for now. And if you change your mind, let me know, and if I'm still single, we'll talk. His response was amazing. He basically turned around and said, I'm going to be really tied up at work for the next 6 months, but you take good care of yourself. So I got the answer that I needed, not exactly the answer that I wanted, but at least now I can move on with clarity, and I'm not wasting any more time and energy on someone who doesn't want the same things as me.
Never let a woman shame you. Never. Because a lot of the stuff they do is they're shaming you because they can't get their own way. And you're actually being a respectful dude because you're not trying to manipulate and get over on her. You're actually being straight up, forthcoming. You're telling her the plan. You're telling her what you want to do. I don't care if she wants a relationship. You want to do casual. I don't care if you just want to do just a relationship and she wants marriage and commitment. I don't care if you want to take her to the park and she wants to go to dinner. Whatever it is, just be clear, concise with her. See, this is the thing that it does too. It helps men get used to a woman not wanting to follow his lead, so he knows how to get out of the way. When men are used to rejection, but not used to rejection from a standpoint of all I'm doing is getting rejected. No. I'm getting offers. I'm putting out offers. Women want to take me up on the offer, and I'm also getting rejected, so I can differentiate now. So when I see the rejection, I'm cool with it. It is what it is. I'm cool with rejection. It is what it is. I ain't going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I understand that. But I'm not going to sit here and try to avoid the rejection and tiptoe around things and not tell you how it really is because I'm trying to appease you. I really like you that much. It doesn't make sense because now I'm not keeping myself at the focus of things, if that makes sense. It's like I don't even like myself anymore because I like you so much. Well, how could that be? How could a woman like you and you're liking her more? See, a lot of these things go over your head. You always need to see yourself as this, right? I'm dope. And if what goes down is what I want to go down, she's going to benefit regardless. So why am I worried so much about what she wants? Because a bunch of guys out here go with that strategy of doing what she wants and it gets them nowhere. But when women do what you want to do, it ends up going good for both of you guys because she's not looking to manipulate you. So it's going to go good. When you focus on what she wants so much, you're following her plan and her agenda. She got you right where she wants you. And you were never direct the whole entire time. This is why guys will get frustrated. Well, she came over to my house and she started acting funny when I'm trying to hook up with her. Well, did you tell her that you wanted to hook up with her? Well, she should already know. Well, if you think that way, then what's the harm in telling her, like, yo, when you get over here, I cannot wait. I just bought this new oil. I can't wait to try it on you and rub you down. What are you afraid of? You're afraid she's going to be like, oh, no, we're not doing that. Okay, so we know that early. There's no need for you to come over. See, I never said we're going to have sex. Everybody, see, the way you're thinking, well, she already knows. Well, if you said something like that, your hands are going to be on her, which she knows is going to lead to this. So that would make more sense rather than, hey, come over so we could watch a movie. Then she comes over for the movie and you start to try to make physical contact, i.e. the oil massage. Can't wait to try it on you. You never said that. You said watch a movie. She comes over and now she's like, wait, what are you doing? That needs to be said. You need to allow her time to tell you this ain't that. So you're like, okay, well, this ain't that. And you're not coming over here. Never let them shame you for wanting to get physical with them. That's another thing that's the funniest thing. Guys are afraid and they tiptoe around things because they're like, you know, well, this is the standpoint you're coming from. Women don't like sex, or she's not going to like me enough to have sex. She's not going to like me enough to kiss me. She's not going to like me enough to hug me and be all over me. Well, why? Ask yourself then, why is she coming over to your spot? Why is she going out on this date? I always say this, women try to confuse you. You don't want to just get to know me? Yes, but I already know everything. I find you attractive. I'm sexually attracted to you. I want to get closer to you. I want to make things happen with you. And that's why I'm taking you on this date. When you're not direct with them, they're thinking you're on the same page as them. I just want to get a bite to eat. We're not getting physical. We need to do this 3, 4, 5 times. And then maybe you will have the luxury of putting your arm around me. Maybe you will have the luxury of me interlocking fingers and holding hands with you. Maybe you will have the luxury of me cuddling with you and kissing you, and then you still have to wait for sex. And then maybe you'll have access to me sexually. When you're not direct, they think that you're moving on that timing. It's funny how the guys that are direct that they're actually interested in, they'll make it happen. But all because those guys are being direct and they're sexually appealing. Don't feel bad about making your intentions clear with women. The reason why they ignore you is because they wanted to play games with you. And you should feel good about yourself because you didn't allow her to play games with you. And it's all because you had a backbone and you made your intentions clear. You didn't use manipulation tactics. You didn't use any of it. You just told her the deal and she wasn't willing to cooperate. So you're the actual winner in the situation. So this was why women ignore you when you make your intentions clear in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy, Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Y'all be saying, oh, I want to keep it real until he started keeping it real. And then you mad. Nah, you said you wanted to keep it real. Like, to keep it real, they don't be having shit to hide. They don't give a fuck to hide shit from you. Like, you either get with it or get lost type shit. Like, they give you the option whether you want to stay or go. If you stay, shit, you feel me? Yeah, I can either try to talk it out, communicate, but it's just like, he gonna keep it real. So you gonna be seeing a lot of real shit going on, and baby, don't get scared. That just what come with that shit. That just what come with that shit.